Now, I'm not one to sound an alarm. I actually go against these people on social media that's always predicting rapture and setting dates and all this kind of stuff. I do believe in a pre-tribulational rapture. I do believe in the 7 years of tribulation. I believe in the rise of an antichrist. I believe Jesus is coming back at the end of the Battle of Armageddon. I believe all these good old dispensational, pre-tribulational teachings, pre-millennial teachings. And I know I'll catch a lot of flack for that, but I don't care. Anyway, so with all that being said, not being one to sound an alarm, but about a year or two ago, I made a comment that when I saw this going on with this red heifer, that right there could be an awakening for Bible prophecy. I believe God's prophetic calendar kicked in gear May 15th, 1948, when Israel became a nation again. Everything up until now has been wars and rumors of wars, and everything that we see in Matthew 24 leading up to it, the birth pangs, if you will. The contractions are getting closer and closer. But I will say this, with what's going on in the world right now, and I'm not setting a date, and I'm not trying to be an alarmist. I believe Jesus is coming back. I believe him when he said he's coming back. Like the old song says, I believe he's coming back like he said. But before he comes back, he's going to call his church up. And I don't know about you, but I'm listening for the sound of the trumpet. Because when I see what's going on in the world today, I've always said Israel is the focal point for Bible prophecy. It is the epicenter of all things biblical when it comes to prophecy and everything else. And I see what's going on with Israel. Basically we're in the 1930s again, and what led up to World War II. And I tell people all the time, the Antichrist does not control the entirety of the world. And I've made posts about that. I don't have time on this video to explain that. I believe a foreshadowing of what's coming with the Antichrist in the final days was World War II with the rise of Hitler. But anyway, that being said, with the way the world is turning on Israel, the way popular people in media are turning on Israel, the way people are coming up against Israel, trying to defend itself, people, I'm looking for somebody to arise in the Middle East that's going to have a plan to stop all this. The Bible calls him the Antichrist. But before that happens, the rapture of the church. So if you're out there and you're listening to this, listen for the sound of the trumpet. If you're not a believer, trust in the Lord today. The very moment you believe the gospel, that Jesus died for you, that he was buried, and that he rose again, paying your sin debt, you're born again. If you like what I'm doing here, like and subscribe. God bless you.